Hi, I'm Rachel and I'm here to do the NaNoWriMo Tag, which was started by Kristina Horner. Fun fact, Kristina Horner was my inspiration for making my NaNoWriMo vlogs. Anywho, not sure exactly how I sound. I have a stuffed up nose, some coldy symptoms. I'd really like to make this short and sweet and get to bed. Enough with the preamble. Let's get to the questions. Question number one is, how many times have you done NaNoWriMo? And I started in 2004 when I was a junior in college. Question number two is, how did you find out about NaNoWriMo? And I remember that I found out about Nano like on October 25th, but I didn't really remember any of the specifics. So I went ahead and I looked at my 2004 journal, and that was not helpful either. I wrote that I found it through various sources. Thanks a lot, past self. Since it was 2004, I'm assuming I found out about it through LiveJournal or maybe writing sites that I followed. You know, this was pre-social media, but I don't remember what writing sites I was following then. Question number three is, what was the first novel you attempted with Nano? And my 2004 project was called Roseland Lane. It was technically a fantasy project, although it wasn't a novel, really, and I knew it. It was some story and character ideas that were kind of cathartic for me personally that I wanted to put to the page. I knew wouldn't go any further than Nano. But my main impetus for wanting to do Nano in the first place is that I wanted to get back into doing creative writing for myself. I was pretty much zapped out of it and, was only doing writing for school. And I wanted to jumpstart back into doing my own thing. So I figured a non-novel might be the way to start. Question number four is to give a one-sentence summary of what you're writing this year, and luckily that is a step in the snowflake outline I did for Preptober, so here it is. A girl is chosen as a goddess's prophet and confronts her people's enemy, the wolf. Question number five is, what is the best writing advice you've ever been given? And I think my best writing advice came from NaNoWriMo a few years ago. Sure, it was a pep talk or something where the person was using the metaphor of creating a statue out of a hulk of granite, and how in the very beginning you can't concern yourself with all of the little details. First, you just need to hammer out some semblance of a shape, and that's what a rough draft is. It's imperfect, but it has a shape. Question number six is, did you ever take a year off of Nano? And technically, yes. I did in 2012 when I was in grad school 2.0 and everything was just a bit too crazy. But instead of ignoring Nano outright, I became a rebel, I guess, for the first time, or maybe not the first time. But what I did was I created some smaller creative writing projects for myself, and then I included some of my school writing in it as well. Question number seven is, what is your biggest inspiration on figuring out what to write? And it depends. Usually when I go for autobiographical stuff, it's been working better for me in short form, and some of my Nano projects were novels that turned into short stories. That was basically it. Then there's my literary novella, The Corners, which was largely based off of a Harry Potter role-playing game I was part of. And then this year's is a Song of the Wanderers is a big hodgepodge. I have some fairy tale retellings, I have some Jewish-inspired world building, and my protagonist is based off of Sansa Stark to begin with. It's been kind of exciting to piece it all together. Question number eight is, read us the first sentence from one of your novels. So A Song of the Wanderers is iffy, but then again it's far from the worst thing I've written this month. Here's the first sentence. Arid wind blew off of the Malakian mountain range as Shauna positioned her harp between her legs. Then here's my latest line one from The Corners. When Lena glimpsed Gabe standing at the corner of the cemetery, it was like seeing her father for the first time in a decade. And finally, question number nine is, why do you love writing? And when I think back to being a wee child writer, I know something that excited me was when I disliked a story, I'd have the power to change parts of it. But part of my maturing seems to be that instead of wanting to combat and change stories all the time, I really want to be in conversation with them, like with all of this inspiration from fairy tales and other books and what have you. It's a powerful feeling, really, as someone who identifies so much as both a writer and a reader, to take part in that literary tradition. Other than that, I don't know if I should tag people or not. I first thought I'd want to do this tag maybe at the end of Nano to be excited about how much work I'd done and still being in the game. But in terms of NaNoWriMo excitement in the community, there's far less of it now than there was a couple of weeks ago. You know, people have dropped out, or even people who are still in it, you know, just aren't that excited anymore. We're just going through the motions of the 1667, perhaps, although my Voxer's still been pretty fun with people, you know, putting in their big success stories. Oh, I am tired. But anyway, I think I'm going to go either the Sean the Bookmaniac way of saying, you know, we're not tagging people anymore, or I'll say that anyone who still is excited about Nano should do this tag. So that about covers it for me now. Expect me back here on Wednesday for my NaNoWriMo Week 4 vlog. And then over the weekend, I hope to do my November book haul. Unfortunately, I think one of the books I ordered won't be here till like mid-December, so alas. But I will be picking up some books from the library as part of my December reading, and I'm definitely very excited to start talking more about bookish content again on this channel. Especially with the BookTube Prize channel and some other people following me lately. Hello everyone! So excited to be getting to the 2020 BookTube Prize! So much to read and so much to write, but for now I gotta get to bed. So thanks so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.